everything is voluntary, and it is. And they feed off of our ignorance, and we don't know that they have this box that they have to stay in. When we agree to have those constitutional rights, because we do not have constitutional rights, your rights are endowed to you by your creator, and that is never, ever going to be government. When we learn who we are and we learn who they are, and we then we can put them back in their box. And that's why we're always preaching, you have to know the public servant's duties better than they know their duties. And with this argument, with this particular argument, that they do not have authority over you, they cannot enforce policy, their policy. Politicians are going to write policy. That's what they do. It's all they're good for. They cannot enforce policy as law on the men and women. That was our argument. And they could not combat that. There is no promulgated authority for the mayor to direct policy as law. And that's exactly what he did when he wrote an EO. And he said, you know what? This is the direction. It clearly stated how this was going to be enforced on the men and women. And then we notice the businesses, right? So they passed that on to the businesses. So you walk into your bodega, right? And you got Ak telling you that you need a mask. And it's like, Ak, I just want a bacon, egg, and cheese. I don't really understand
cheese, yeah.
why you think it's okay to tell me I got to wear a mask. I feel like you don't have the credentials to tell me to do this. And he doesn't, right? And I don't want to take Ak to court, right? That's my guy. Like, he makes my breakfast sandwiches. Good people, right? So this was me during COVID. Like, but I don't wanna hold the businesses accountable. They're being bullied from the 3-letter agencies. Now we see how the whole system works, everyone. This is exactly how they get their things done. They pass it to the lowest person on the totem pole, and they delegate that responsibility of enforcement to the people that you can't delegate authority you don't have, whether it's to a 3-letter agency, another employee, or a business or a person. They cannot delegate authority that they don't have. And this is something that they do all of the time. And that's why they'll get up and say, I didn't violate my oath because I didn't make anybody do anything. Everybody volunteered to do it, right? 100%. Because you have to volunteer in order for this policy to essentially be for you. You need to agree to say, yes, that's for me. You are my master. I'm under you. You are my leader. And whatever you write and whatever you say, I have to do. Also, the state rules by force. That's what the police department does. Policy, police, politician, it all goes together. They enforce unconstitutional policy on the men and women because there is no promulgated authority.